If I told you life is a game and you already hold the winning rules, you just haven't been shown how to read them, would you believe me? If a single familiar phrase, a quiet belief, could pivot the course of your life, would you try it? Today we open a door few point out to women, the game of life for women rules they never told us. You've done everything right and still feel parked at the edge of victory. You're gracious, you work twice as hard, yet opportunities seem to glide past. Society trains women to fit the mold, but rarely says this out loud. The outer world mirrors the inner one. The words you speak about yourself, the pictures you hold in mind, the feelings you rehearse each day, these are writing your life's script. It isn't someone else's luck. It's the dictionary you use to name yourself. From here, the rules change. We stop waiting for miracles and start speaking the language of them. Imagine beginning your day inside your divine design work that matches your gifts. Money moving with ease, love as resonance, not negotiation. That isn't far-fetched. It starts when you grasp 5 core principles. Words shape worlds. Every sentence you speak plants a seed in the subconscious. Design. There is a place only you can fill. On your right path, doors swing open like a breeze. Non-resistance, the more you push, the more you stick. Transformation is the shortest route. Faith over fear. Fear is faith pointed the wrong way. Pivot it toward the good. Intuition, the quiet guide that saves detours and delivers right-on-time meetings. You don't need to become someone else. You need to speak differently, believe differently, and allow yourself to step into the design already prepared for you. When the inner world adjusts, the outer world arranges. Try this right now, whisper. I play the game of life with clarity and grace. Feel your body lighten even a little. That's the inner gears beginning to turn. In the next section, I'll walk you step by step through the 5 rules no one taught us. Mastering your words so you stop self-binding, returning to your divine design, practicing non-resistance so you quit burning out, placing faith in the right direction, and listening to intuition like a trusted advisor. Each part includes real-life examples, a 60-second exercise, and phrases you can use daily to re-script your story. Let's start with a painfully familiar scene, a deadline morning. You open your inbox, 3 more urgent emails. A part of you sighs. Here we go again. I won't keep up. That throwaway line slips straight into the subconscious like hitting enter, queuing, more traffic jams, more glitches, more delays. By night, you mutter, "See, I knew it." But if in that first second you change the line to, "I handle this with clarity and calm," what's needed shows up right on time. Your brain opens a new path. You sort priorities, answer 1 email with a clean one-liner, and see who can help. The game pivots because one spoken command changed the day's code. The law of the spoken word isn't stage magic. It's a real psycho-spiritual mechanism. Words are the source code that program feeling, focus, and action. The brain keeps looking for evidence of whatever it keeps hearing. Say, "I'm bad with money," and you hang a dead-end sign in front of learning, negotiating, investing. Say, "I learn fast," and choose the right help, and your attentional system, your RAS, starts scanning for the exact video book mentor or passing comment that holds your missing piece. Words don't just describe the world. Words create the world you'll experience. For many women, the speech script is inherited family and culture whisper. Don't be too ambitious. Play it safe, say less. You're already lucky. They sound modest on the surface, but inside, they install a limit. So our first job isn't to go to war, it's to audit the dictionary we use to name ourselves. Step 1. 24-hour word audit. For one day, simply notice and write down 3 groups of lines. 1. What you tell yourself under stress. 2. What you say about money, work, love, and health. 3. What you say when you receive compliments. No judgment, write them verbatim. You'll spot a few repeating choruses like an old song. Noticing is half the shift. Step 2. Cancel and replace. Each time you catch a limiting line, I always pick wrong pause for one breath and whisper, cancel, then replace it with a power line. My intuition is bright. I choose well and feel at peace with my choice. We aren't denying reality. We're switching the focus from error to direction. Turn the wheel a degree at a time, and the life trajectory changes. Step 3. Affirm with evidence. If affirmations feel fake, add a small proof. I'm confident presenting because I prepared 3 key points and 1 clear example. Or, money comes to me ethically because I deliver value and price fairly. When a declaration is tied to a concrete behavior, the mind resists lest the body says yes, and it helps you. Now bring order to your morning. Alarm, unread messages, red flag emails. Instead of sprinting, take 3 breaths, hand to heart. Spine tall and soft. Whisper, divine order is now established in my mind, body, and affairs. Emphasize divine and order, like placing a needle on your inner compass. As you speak more slowly and clearly, your nervous system shifts from reactivity to safety, and the brain reorders priorities. What truly matters? What can wait? What can you delegate? The sentence won't do your day for you, but it clears the path for calm wisdom to lead. Psychologically, that affirmation becomes an anchor amid a sea of signals, news, deadlines, expectations. With repetition, you train your brain to put peace first, action second. And something lovely happens when peace leads, productivity gets cleaner. Decisions are quicker, with less back and forth. You say yes to what's right and no to the rest. Here's a real-life sketch. Linda, 38, 2 kids, mid-level manager. She tried a 3-5-minute divine order ritual. Her calendar didn't change, but the sequence did. She cut 3 looks urgent tasks that created no value, moved a call to the afternoon, gave 25 focused morning minutes to her one thing, and sent 1 kind direct email to reassign work. Same busy week, less tangle. She felt like she was leading, not being dragged. Make it tangible, right? Divine order is now established in my mind, body and affairs on a small card. Morning on the mirror. Noon phone wallpaper. Night by the bed. Each time you see it, pause. 30 seconds inhale. 4 hold, 4 exhale. 6. Whisper the line once or 3 times. After the 3rd time, smile and ask, if divine order is here already, what's my next right step? Then take that 1 small step, reply to email, a skip, B, drink water. Step into sunlight, text a kind word. Each step lays a brick for order to spread. On stormy days, return to the line. From that position, you respond wisely instead of panic reacting. Poise becomes your invisible crown. Your words carry weight. Your choices gain precision. Your presence turns gentle and steady. Bring in your gatekeeper, the calm presence at your lips, who lets harmony pass and pauses fear, rivalry, and attack. 3 quick scenes to train it. Before sending an important email, the old habit whispers, don't expect much, they'll ignore it. Gatekeeper. That line doesn't enter. Today I'm clear on time and opportunity meets me. Your shoulders drop. Your message reads cleaner. The day shifts tracks. In a meeting, a tough question freezes you. The old script says, I'm dumb. Gatekeeper, I choose clarity and quickness now. You ask for 10 seconds to check the data, then answer calmly. At night, you're about to enroll in a course. The voice says waste of money. The gatekeeper doesn't argue. It opens a new line. I invest wisely in my capacity. What's right will open. You don't have to decide the second, you just refuse to let the old line dominate the airwaves. A money moment rewritten. You're in a Texas supermarket or a corner shop in New Jersey. Instead of mumbling, I'll put something back, place your hand on your wallet and breathe, I bless what I have. My wallet is filled with provision for every family need under grace in perfect ways. It isn't superstition, it's brain retraining, a new vocabulary for money, not shortage, but incoming, not muscle through, but being supported. Minds like bright children learn fast, when reminded gently and consistently. If you wonder, but will different words really change anything? Watch 24 Hours. As you stop telling the shortage story, you'll suddenly notice what used to be invisible: a tuition voucher, email, a weekend shift that fits school drop-off, the exact backpack on sale, or a call offering a better timed payment plan. New words create a calmer baseline and new expectations. An expectation is the magnet that guides action you call. Sooner ask sharper questions. Prep paperwork neatly. Small moves, yes, but they're the pipes provision flows through. Practice a daily pause. Name, bless, pause, and breathe 4 counts. Name the old fear without judgment, then bless what's here. I am provided for. My money flow is clear and easy under grace. 3 rounds. Feel your state change. The next choice changes with it. If progress feels slow, remember, the old lines ran for years. Give the new language time to root, and don't do it alone. When a community speaks the same life-giving language, the field lifts everyone. Drop 1 keyword for the week in the comments. I speak clearly and I'm heard, or money comes to me ethically and with joy, and share where you'll apply it. Monday meeting contract talk, mirror, pep talk. We'll pin sample lines and invite you to report 1 small evidence after 7 days. Your microscript might be the bridge another woman needs. We've just updated surface-level commands. Next, we open the sacred blueprint, the original design where work, love, money, and self-expression click together like puzzle pieces. When you know what you're designed to do, your words gain even more power because they align with the plan. In part 2, I'll show you how to recognize your right door and step through without smashing walls, using non-resistance and a listening intuition. For now, whisper softly but surely. I am learning the language of miracles, 1 sentence, 1 day at a time. Imagine you're standing in front of a giant wardrobe. Some jackets are too tight, some too long, some expensive, but the color does nothing for your skin. You kept wearing them for years because that's what you're supposed to do, and you forgot the feeling of a piece that truly fits, light, breathable, and easy to walk in. Your divine design is like that, not the flashy label everyone praises, but the outfit so right, you forget you're wearing it. When you click into it, the work doesn't vanish yet. The friction drops. You stop forcing yourself to be somebody and begin to be yourself. Doors don't need to be shoved. A soft touch makes them open. Divine design isn't a prestigious job title or a rigid perfect path. It's the orbit where 4 streams meet your natural qualities, your real joy, the value you long to serve, and the actual needs of the world around you. Stand at that crossroads and the day changes its tone, even if your business card doesn't change yet. You speak more clearly. Your chest feels lighter. Ideas arrive right on time, and aligned people step in. In subtle language, you're synced to the blueprint that was always yours, so life arranges itself with rhythm. A small story. In New York, a woman had practiced law for years, skilled, disciplined, well paid, yet every morning felt like waking with a stone on her chest. She didn't hate the field. She was just exhausted by the constant combat in her current role, while her true strengths were listening, structuring, and untangling communication. She began a simple morning ritual, hand over heart, asking, "Where does my design want to express today?" No thunderclap, just a small nudge email, a proposal to transfer into mediation. 3 months later, she was law at the same table and not law across the table. The shield came down. Her words carried power because they were finally on the side of her nature. From a psychological angle, each of us has signature strengths, the way we naturally see problems, connect dots, and create order. Live far from them, and your body will tell you burnout, random irritability, procrastination. Move back toward them, and your body will also tell you. Your breath deepens. Time seems to stretch you, do less, but go deeper, and good things arrive like scheduled mail. The signals are concrete, peace flow, and the right people. If a door brings applause but steals your peace, put your hand on your heart and ask again. You don't need to prove anything, you need to verify your design. How to recognize it. Try a gentle one-day experiment. In the morning, write 3 notes: which activity makes you forget the clock, who you serve that makes your heart open, and what you do so naturally you assume everyone can, they can't. All day notice where you relax and results outpace effort. Notice where you grip and slip. That night, connect the dots, the compass needle appears. That's your direction. Then place an intentional order, not a demand, a collaboration. Lead me to my right place. Open the right doors and close the wrong ones. Do your part with right-size steps. Send an email to shift toward projects that fit. Book coffee with someone doing what you want to learn. Assemble a small portfolio of right-fit work you've overlooked. Design doesn't arrive while you wait, it reveals itself while you walk. And if you're a mother or caregiver setting aside a dream job for a season, your design is still alive at the table you set, in the way you shape the home, in the handwriting on a loving note. Don't dismiss the narrow places. Often there, your training designs core skills, steadiness, sensitivity, the ability to see what isn't formed yet. When the time ripens, the quiet pieces you've collected will click together in a moment. Design does not exclude money, it attracts it. Money is a natural current toward places of value, order, and real service. In your right place, you name your value more clearly, price fairly, and receive your reward. If you're in a mismatch right work, but the income hasn't caught up, see it as an invitation to upgrade boundaries and language. Write a 1-sentence manifesto of your impact, e.g., I help the team save time and make better decisions by. Put that sentence at the top of emails, decks, and negotiations. When you can name the impact, the world has language to answer with aligned pay. Another sign you're in design is the arrival of the right people. Not perfect, just tuned to your frequency. A collaborator, a mentor, an early customer for your heart project. Watch for the soft wins, a request for feedback, a curious DM, a warm comment. Don't dismiss the small. Divine design often walks in through the small door first, so you'll feel safe saying yes. Emotionally living your design doesn't mean fear disappears. Fear still visits, but instead of letting it drive you, offer it the back seat. When your heart races in front of a right-fit opportunity, pause for one breath and say, Dear fear, thanks for trying to keep me safe. I'm driving today. You can rest. Simple kindness toward your own feelings becomes the bridge from knowing to moving. If I had to name it in one line, divine design is a map of grace, the path of least regret between who you are and what life truly needs. Grace isn't just a nice feeling, it's a living order where discipline, boundaries, joy and service all stand on the same side. Here's a 7-day practice. Each morning before you touch a screen, hand on heart, what one small action moves me closer to my design today? Write the first thing that sparks, make the call, send the draft, remove one extra from your calendar, decline a misaligned invite. Each evening, record any sign of peace flow and the right people. You're training your brain to recognize your road. We don't walk alone. In the comments, share 3 clues you've spotted. One natural quality, one type of person, problem you feel called to serve, and one activity that makes you lose track of time. If you took a small step, tell us, it fuels the room. I'll pin a few great 1-sentence manifestos so we can all read them each morning. When many of us live in the right place, the community becomes a net, each strand a person, the weave strong enough to hold us steady in choppy times. And here's the next door we'll open. Once you know where you belong, you don't have to fight life to receive what's yours. Non-resistance isn't giving up. It's the art of stopping the struggle with the wrong door, so your energy can flow to the right one. In the next part, we'll turn friction into flow, stand in the spot where the door opens by itself, and keep a calm faith when timing feels slower than your hope. If this part touched something in you, whisper a simple promise, lead me to the right door right on time. Then we'll walk on into law number 3, non-resistance and transmutation. Don't fight, dissolve. Imagine you're pushing on a heavy door. The harder you shove, the more your shoulders ache. The hinge squeals, your chest tightens. Then someone walks up, touches a tiny side latch, click, and the door glides open as if it was never stuck. Non-resistance is learning to spot the latch instead of ramming the door. It isn't giving up or losing, it's stopping the energy leak at the wrong spot and moving that energy to the point that actually opens the way. When we resist the body, flips into alarm, breath turns shallow, vision narrows, the brain hunts for threat. I have to win. I must be right. You've been in those meetings, more arguing, less clarity, nobody heard. Non-resistance invites a new stance. Don't stand against the problem like an enemy. Stand beside it, study it, and look for leverage. Like judo uses another's momentum to redirect the match, we use the momentum of circumstances to turn the angle and keep both dignity and peace. So what does non-resistance look like in everyday life? Name it to dispel it. When you're attacked or delayed, resist the reflex to counterattack. Name the feeling. This is irritation. This is fear of being judged. Naming flips on the prefrontal cortex like turning on a light in a dark room. You stop being the wave. You become the person watching the wave. From there, you have space to choose your response. One breath pivot lines. Whisper, I release the need to be right. I choose clarity and usefulness. Or I put peace first. From peace, the solution appears. Pivot lines don't fix the issue instantly, but they swap drivers inside you from defensive reflex to clear intelligence. 3-path map. Fight, flight, flow. When stuck, ask, am I fighting, avoiding, or entering flow? Flow isn't rolling over. It means a name. The core aim B. Find the smallest lever you can move C, act in the right dose. You'll be amazed how a 5-line email that resets the goal can replace 5 circular arguments. Known as intelligent non-resistance. Many of us resist burnout by pushing harder. Non-resistance asks for a clear, kind no. No puts the river back in its riverbed. Try, I want to do this well. To protect quality, I need to move the deadline too. Or, this isn't where I add the most value. I propose. A no spoken with grace and honesty doesn't break things, it organizes them. Unlocking questions. Accusations. Why did you triggers defense? Try, what part of your point can I agree with first? Or if we could advance just one thing today, what should it be? These questions draw the sting and move both sides to the same side of the table. Turn obstacles into raw material. Non-resistance looks for hidden value in what opposes you. Deadline slips. Use it to tighten the message. Rejection. Treat it as a test to soften your proposal, add data, refresh examples. Short on resources. Let constraints force you to choose the essential. Every obstacle is an ore vein. Non-resistance is the refining process. The open hands mini ritual. When things tangle, rest. Both open palms on your thighs. Close your eyes for 3 slow breaths. Ask, what is this here to teach? What's the smallest key move? Answers tend to be simple. Call one person, delete one line, ask one question. The latch is often nearby. We were just too noisy to hear it. A close-to-home story. A marketing lead missed targets 3 months in a row. Each meeting she went in defensive. I did everything. The team was tight as a drum. One morning she tried non-resistance. First line in the meeting, let's name what we can agree on. Our original insight wasn't accurate. I'd like one observation from each of you about the market signal we missed. Defense fell. Everyone added a piece. In 45 minutes, they had a cleaner direction drop. One goal focus on one channel. A week later, conversions rose. Not a miracle, just a different stance from opposition to co-creation. Non-resistance softened the air, and good ideas were finally heard. Non-resistance versus resignation. Resignation drops the wheel. Non-resistance keeps the wheel, changes how you steer. Resignation grits its teeth to just get through. Non-resistance stands on core value but stays flexible en route. Resignation mutes intuition. Non-resistance listens to it as a compass with boundaries, as the fence that protects your garden of peace. You can say, no, leave the noisy room, trim commitments, ask for help. That's not losing. It's strategy for the long road. 7-day practice, turning friction into momentum. Day 1. List 3 situations where you habitually resist a person, a task, a fear. Day 2. Write 1 pivot sentence for each. Day 3. Practice naming feelings each time you're triggered. Day 4. Send a 5-line email that resets a tangled goal. Day 5. Say 1 kind no. Day 6. Extract the hidden value from a small failure. Rewrite it as a concrete lesson. Day 7. Do the open hands ritual. Ask, what's the smallest key move, then do exactly that. Ready to use lines, say them slowly. I release the need to be right. I choose what helps. I step out of the blame game. I stand with solutions. My boundaries are clear and my heart stays soft. I cooperate with reality and lift it 1 level. Community prompt. In the comments, share 1 latch moment from this week where you stopped resisting and what changed right after. Include the pivot line you used. It might be a life raft for someone swimming through a wave right now. I'll pin a few examples for everyone to learn from. Invite a friend to try the 7-day practice with you and report back your hidden value finds. When many hands open, the community's door swings wider. We've learned not to slam the wrong door and how to find the right latch. The next step is what keeps the door open for good faith. If non-resistance is handing the wheel to wise intelligence, faith is the fuel that carries you when it's dark and the road ahead isn't lit yet. In part 4, we'll look straight at fear, the one that wears the mask of reason, and see that fear is just misplaced faith. You'll get small practices to re-aim that faith, use imagery and take micro actions so the heart stays calm and the hand stays steady. If this section resonates, gift yourself a gentle promise. I choose peace first, act from peace, and let grace handle the rest. Remember a very quiet night. The house is dark, but your mind is a freeway of what if. Then, thundering by. What if I fail? What if they judge me? What if the money doesn't stretch? Fear has a special talent. It's an IMAX projector that never gets tired of screening the worst-case cut. As Florence says, fear is simply faith misplaced, strong belief poured into what we don't want. The key isn't to kill fear, it's to move where we place our faith. From a psychology lens, fear flips the brain into survival mode. Heartbeat climbs vision, narrows the mind, scans for threat. That's handy if there's an actual bear. Most of our bears, though, are an unread email tomorrow's meeting or a vague remark. So the first step in turning anxiety into a compass is to name it. This is fear of rejection. This is fear of scarcity. Naming pulls fear from the shadows into light. It gets smaller and you can speak to it like a guest, not a house invader. So what does faith look like in daily life? Not self-hypnosis or pretending away reality. Faith is emotional discipline, placing attention words and small actions on what good could reasonably happen, then giving life a chance to collaborate. If fear screens a tragedy in IMAX, faith screens a short, well-lit trailer of the right outcome, clean, clear, just enough light for your next step. The spiritual momentum equation. Humble visualization plus selective speech plus micro-action equals momentum. Humble visualization sees only the next scene, not the whole movie, e.g., you walk into the room, greet calmly, open a clean first slide. Selective speech tidies your inner vocabulary. I am clear and present. I speak what is useful. Micro-action is 1 small step today. 3 bullets for your opener. Ping a friendly reviewer. Practice your close for 2 minutes in the mirror. When these 3 combine, you feel a quiet, forward push. Not noisy hype, but peaceful direction. That is the signal your faith is now placed on the right side. A true-to-life slice. Lan in Seattle. Lan, a product manager in Seattle, was invited to present to the executive team. She'd been up till 2 a.m. for nights afraid she'd freeze. She tried Name the Fear and found it wasn't public speaking. It was the memory of a teacher who once said, "Don't dream of leadership." She wrote an unsent letter. Dear teacher, I hand your label back. Then she shifted her faith channel. Each night she visualized only the first 60 seconds hand on table. A warm smile, the line. Today I bring 3 clarities and 1 decision. Morning of, she rehearsed that line for 2 minutes. On presentation day, the fear didn't vanish, but it sat in the back seat. She finished on time and got exactly the question she hoped to answer. Not magic out of nowhere. Spiritual momentum born when faith has an image, a line, and a step. The faith ladder. 0 10. 0 to 2. I'm going to bomb. 3 4. Probably not great. 5. Might be okay if I'm lucky. 6 7. I can do part of this well. 8 to 9. I'll nail what matters. 10. I'm ready to support the right outcome. Each time a challenge appears, ask, which rung am I on? If you're at 3, don't leap to 10. Climb half a rung with small evidence. I've rehearsed my open 3 times. Another half rung with a micro action. Text, my mentor, for a quick read. By rung 7 8, your body changes shoulders, soften tone, rounds out eyes, warm. That's faith with skin on. Tool worst case. Smallest plan, biggest connection. Write a realistic worst case, not apocalypse. If I stumble, I'll ask for 30 seconds to reset, then continue. Choose the smallest plan to reduce risk. Print 3 key bullets in case the projector fails. Find the biggest connection. Call someone who'll be in the room. Ask what they truly want to hear. Face the worst with a concrete plan and the brain stops magnifying. Find a connection, and the heart has a reason to be brave. You're not performing to be approved. You're there to serve. Fear often cosplays as logic whispering. Wait until it's perfect. Faith asks, what useful step can I take today? A clear 2-line email is useful. A 10-minute call to ask the right question is useful. A 1-page brief is useful. When you swap perfect for useful, you return to your circle of influence and faith has room to work. 5-minute ritual, change the faith channel. Sit upright, 1 hand on heart, 1 on belly. 3 deep breaths. Exhale longer than you inhale. Whisper, I place my faith in what is right and good. Visualize the first 60-90 seconds going well. Write 1 micro action to do as soon as you stand. You don't need instant euphoria. Let the micro action be CPR for faith. 7. Day. Turn the faith practice a day. 1. Name your 3 biggest fears accurately. Day 2. Write an unsent return, the label letter for each fear. Day 3. Make 3 60-second trailers for your top situations. Day 4. Clean out 10 inner lines. Replace with 10 useful ones. Day 5. Do 3 micro actions under 10 minutes each. Day 6. Use the worst case, smallest plan, biggest connection tool on 1 challenge. Day 7. Sit for 15 minutes and log small evidence that faith is working. Community multiplies. This post, 1 fear you named. 2. The helpful line you chose. 3. 1 small evidence from today. Lift someone else with a micro-action idea or a line that helped you. I'll pin a few great 60-second trailers for meetings, pitches, and tough talks. If this landed for you, write yourself a 1-line appointment. I choose to place my faith on what is right and good, 1 small action at a time. And here's our next door. Once faith turns, we need headlights. That's intuition. Don't argue with a sound hunch. In part 5, we'll sort intuition from fear's echo, learn to catch soft cues, and act on time before chances cool. There are moments when every data point says go left, yet a small whisper in your chest says go right. It doesn't yank your sleeve or shout. It's a soft warmth like a sliver of sunlight on your hand. That's intuition, not a high beam lighting the whole highway, but a candle right at your toes. You won't see the end of the road, you'll see the next true step. As Florence would advise, don't argue with a true hunch. The moment you start debating it, the whisper goes quiet, and fear's loud logic rushes in. From psychology, We know the brain's default network blends what you've lived and learned. Intuition doesn't appear from nowhere. It's the quiet intelligence of memory. Micro-observations, unspoken patterns delivered to you as sensations, light-heavy, warm, cool, open, closed. So to hear intuition, come back to the body. The mind can rationalize, the body tells the truth. How to tell intuition from fear and impulse. Intuition speaks briefly and doesn't cling. Arrive 10 minutes late. Call her tonight. Bring a jacket. The feeling is peace with direction. Fear monologues and catastrophizes. If. Then. What if? Watch out or else. The feeling is tightness, shallow breath, rapid pulse. Impulse is itchy and wants instant payoff. Just buy it. Say it now. It leaves an aftertaste of regret. When in doubt, ask your body, does this make me open or closed? The answer often arrives before words. A 2-minute body compass. You can use any time. Sit tall, one hand on heart, one on belly. Close your eyes for 3 deep breaths. Ask once silently, A or B, then go quiet. You're not listening with ears. You're sensing for a single keyword rising up light. Slow. Wait, call, no now. If nothing arrives, don't force it. That's still guidance, not clear yet. Hang the decision for now and give intuition room to work. 5 everyday bridges back to intuition. Pen and timer. Write your question set 3 minutes and free write without editing. When the alarm rings, underline the one line that warms your chest. That's your seed step. Ask before sleep. Whisper, I welcome the right answer, gently and on time for. Keep a pad by your bed. On waking, capture the first idea. So many answers arrive in the thin space between sleeping and waking. Step outside. When stuck, go outdoors for 10 minutes. Walk slowly. Look at trees and sky. Ask, what sign is here for me? Often it's a flyer, a stray sentence. You overhear a street sign. Intuition loves coincidences. The coin, non-decision. Call heads equals A tails equals B. Flip it. While it hangs mid-air, notice which side you're secretly rooting for. That feeling is your true voice. Dialogue with fear. If fear is yelling, invite it to write with you. What are you trying to protect? Behind fear is usually a need for safety, belonging, respect. Reassure that need and intuition gets its stage back. Using intuition in 4 core areas. Work and career. A lucrative offer arrives, but your belly feels cold. Ask cold because growth carries risk, or cold because this strays from my design. Write 3 green flags. People, pace, value, and 3 red flags. Opacity. Sacrificing essence. Short-term grab. If red flags pile up, intuition is saving you from long-term emotional debt. Money. Intuition doesn't push blind bets. It nudges you to study well and move steadily. Warmth around a small investment in something you understand and use daily is a nudge. Chest tightness when you hear rare chants. Huge return is a warning. Relationships. Intuition recognizes people by rhythm, how they speak, how they give, receive. The right person makes you feel lighter and clearer. The wrong fit leaves you foggy even if the words sparkle. Don't argue with the rhythm. Health and boundaries. The body tells the truth. Each time you say yes, while your heart says no, the body invoices you. Fatigue, tight shoulders, restless sleep. Honoring those signals is intuition in action. Microscripts to protect a hunch without drama. I need a night to listen to my intuition before I answer. This hasn't landed for me yet. Thank you for inviting me. My intuition is leaning another way. I appreciate the enthusiasm. I'm choosing the option that fits my design. These aren't combative or apologetic. They're kind fences for your inner garden. A tiny story, the sparrow at the window. One morning in Austin, a sparrow kept tapping the glass, tock, tock, as if to call me. I remembered a thank you note I'd delayed for a week. I stopped, wrote it, and 5 minutes later came a reply. Coffee invite, plus a collaboration on the very project I'd been praying for. No fireworks, just me finally respecting a small signal. Life is courteous like that. Before a big door swings open, it often sends a very gentle knock. 7-day intuition, notebook, simple, and doable. Day 1. Log all body signals around a decision, warm/cool, open/closed. Day 2. Ask for a personal sign, a phrase, a color, an image, and watch for it. Day 3. Try the coin test on a small choice. Follow the feeling, not the coin. Day 4. Ask one question before sleep. Write down the first line on waking. Day 5. Say a kind no to a misrhythm invitation. Note how you feel after. Day 6. Take one upwind micro-action that your hunch suggests. Make the call, submit the draft. Take the side street. Day 7. Handwrite a 15-minute conversation with intuition like a friend. What do you want me to know this month? Remember, intuition points the way. Faith takes the step. You don't need 100% certainty, just enough peace for the next step. If you go off course, call it data. Intuition doesn't scold. It reroutes like GPS recalculating. When life gets windy, sudden busyness tense, projects, family curveballs, active faith looks like keeping your standards. Don't lower your value to keep someone. Don't freeze your heart to avoid pain. Do what Florence teaches, right words, right steps. If the rhythm can't be met, gather your energy and keep living fully. When words and steps align, your magnetism multiplies. Watch out for the subtle trap of calling a wound reaction intuition. Wounds make you test, chase, withdraw, spinning a push-pull loop that frays your nervous system. Intuition restores nervous system safety. It doesn't need a performance or demand that others fix you. Check the flavor. Wounds feel urgent and judgmental. Intuition feels calm and kind. If you just reacted from a wound skip, the shame say, I choose again. Drink warm water, take a 10-minute walk, write one line of thanks to your body for trying to protect you. 2 living examples. In Denver, connection clicks, and the whisper says, go slower, let more data appear. Anxiety barks, call now or they'll vanish. You breathe, send one short, kind, clear text, then step away to real life. That's not a trick, it's a frequency shift. Intuition gives clarity. Active faith keeps poise present without chasing warm, without pleading. Another day in Austin, you feel to send a simple blessing on their big day. Send it, then let it go. Don't check read 5 times. Faith plants a seed and doesn't dig it up every hour to see if it sprouted. Make listening consistent with a 3-minute morning. Write one open question, what needs my kind attention today? Breathe 3 slow cycles and note the first warm, loosening idea. Then take a 2-minute matching action, a courteous call, a clear line, a gentle no. At night, write 1 sentence of result. Did peace increase? Did clarity grow? This journal becomes evidence for your brain that peace, not hurry, moves life forward. Community practice. Let's do this together in the comments. Share one whisper you've heard recently. Slow down. Ask clearly. Open. Once more and 2. A 2-minute step you'll take today in response. Writing it roots your intent and invites the community to help you return to peace when tomorrow gets windy. We've walked 5 laws, words, divine design. Non-resistance, faith, and intuition. In the final part, we'll weave these into a 10-minute daily ritual, how you open, adjust, and close your day so good fortune knows your address. I'll also summarize power phrases for money, work, love, and invite you into a gentle 21-day practice with the community. If this section felt like a light knock on your inner window, open it a little and whisper, I hear you. Then step with me into the conclusion. The secret door is always open to those who speak the language of grace. As we close today's journey, picture yourself standing inside 5 bright threads, words that are gentle yet precise. the divine design that fits you like a well-cut garment, non-resistant soft but unbreakable, faith warm as a hearth, and intuition like a candle at your feet. You don't have to move the whole universe. You let these 5 threads weave a rug under your steps and you walk. You don't beg for luck, you name it with your words, your faith and your small daily actions. Life stops feeling like a maze. It becomes a game whose rules you know and play with grace. Here's a simple 10-minute daily ritual to make the peace stick. Morning. 3 minutes, hand over heart. Name a guiding quality, clarity/grace, steadiness, and whisper, I speak what is useful. I cooperate with grace. Midday 4 minutes, right after a meeting, or whenever tension rises, breathe 4 to 6, 8, and jot 3 bullets, the core point. The one latch to click the smallest next step. Shift from right-wrong to helpful progress. Evening, 3 minutes, record 3 small evidences that faith is working, 1 warm email, 1 tiny open door, 1 lighter feeling, and give thanks in advance for tomorrow. To help you remember and repeat the truth, carry 3 pocket passwords. I speak clearly, life answers clearly. I wear the right garment so the right door opens. I choose peace first, then act from peace. Drop a comment with 3 things so our practice becomes visible. The law you most need this week: words, design, non-resistance, faith, intuition. 1 micro-action in the next 24 hours, a 5-line kind email, a courteous no, a 60-second meeting trailer. Your 7-day affirmation, money, work, love. If you want extra support, invite a 21-day buddy and text each other nightly the signal you noticed and the small step you took. Add-ons to deepen the close. A mini micro-scripts kit for tough moments. I release the need to be right. I choose what's useful. I need 1 night to listen to my intuition before replying. To ensure quality, I propose. The worst, smallest, biggest connection frame to cool fear and give faith a track. Your personal green flag, red flag map for work, money, relationships, so you can choose quickly and kindly. Keep the fire tips, set a 2-minute noon reminder to reread your pocket passwords. Every Friday night, list 3 small evidences and gift yourself a warm ritual tea candle, 1 page of reading. Want structure? Use this 7-day practice and a 72-hour frame. Through the week, read your affirmations, 60 to 90 seconds each morning. See the walls of lack and delay fall away. Take 1 tiny step, a courteous email, a clear call, a 15-minute tracking block. At noon, when the anxiety bell rings, stop. Bless, change tempo, and remind yourself, divine ideas never conflict. At night, log 3 lines in your evidence book, what you did in peace, where grace showed up, how you stood your ground. Then try a 72-hour booster day, 1 burden transfer. It's been handed over, return to breath. Day 2, words, choose 3 channel-shifting lines and pair each with 1 small action. Day 3, non-resistance plus active faith. When timing is slow, don't tug. Bless, then take the lightest forward step. Close with a 15-minute Sabbath, divine order is working in me now. 2 comment templates you can use, or both, old line, new line. Today's micro step. Burden surrendered, my transfer prayer. The right thing I did in 90 seconds. Add a photo of your anchor object, a ring, a card, an open door wallpaper to spark someone else's start tomorrow, if today resonated. Subscribe, tap the bell, and share this with someone who needs a soft, strong reminder. When many of us speak the language of grace, none of us has to walk alone. The shared field lifts every tiny step you take. Receive a final whisper that has opened many doors. I am learning the language of miracles. 1 sentence, 1 breath, 1 decision at a time. Next time, we'll detox 3 everyday phrases that quietly steal women's good fortune and rewrite them into luck codes for money, work, and love. Keep your intuition, candle wear the well-fitting garment of design, walk lightly, by non-resistance fuel up with faith, and speak words the universe can understand. The secret door isn't far. It's right in the sentence leaving your lips now. Optional community prompt. To seal the week, share. 1. The door you want to open. 1 keyword. 2. A 5-7-word mantra for this week. And 3. The 5-minute practice slot you'll keep, plus your city, Boston, MA, San Diego, CA, etc. Join number 5 minutes, open door, and Madshah, gatekeeper. Challenge. If someone's comment lights you up, bless them with, your gate is glowing. Gentle circles can change the color of a whole city. And if you'd like a next step teaser, I'll share a 5-minute, your word is your wand. Money Edition audio plus 21 money affirmations designed for busy moms listen while driving or cooking. For now, whisper once more, my purse is filled with provision under grace in perfect ways right now. Close your eyes for 5 seconds and let your shoulders drop. That subtle shift means you're already inside the door, not outside looking in.